Hi everybody, I got a few requests in the comments from my previous Breville videos to talk about how to clean the group head in this machine. So it should be pretty universal for other machines, but this one is specifically for the Breville infuser. So it should work for the 860 and the other ones. Yeah. This also explains how to remove the gasket, the silicone gasket, because at some point it's going to get worn out, and the more it gets worn out, the more you have to bring the portafilter up, leaving less space for coffee because the screen here protrudes to a certain amount. All right, so to get started, what you have to do is first of all remove anything that's attached to the machine. The reservoir, the accessory bin, the water tank, and we'll continue from there. All right, so now that you have the machine removed from all the accessories, let's remove this one too. You can work on it while it's standing, not a big deal. But to make it easier for us to see, I'm going to tilt it over. Hopefully you can see this. All right, so included with the machine is a X key or Allen key, and this is 4mm. So we're going to go ahead and open up this bolt. Bolt, make sure you put it somewhere safe. And now this is really the not the hardest part, but probably the trickiest part. So for this, to not damage, scratch, dent, or whatever the machine, I usually use chopsticks. All right, so just Chinese chopsticks, and the reason we're using this is because if we use metal, there's a chance of scratching, denting. Using wood is less harsh. So to get this screen off, you basically need to take it out. So go from each side, and I also usually break it because it's too big. Okay, so go from each side and kind of poke it around. At some point, it's going to come loose. And it's really hard doing this while looking at the camera, so here we go. Coming loose, as you can see, and soon it's just going to pop out. Here we go. So this is the screen, and as you can see, you can clean it as the coffee oils on it, and it's you know. But the whole reason to remove this screen is to get access to this silicone gasket. Now, let me tell you something. This gasket is a few bucks on Breville's website. So if you get a link and it's more than that, obviously, you know, add the shipping, and the total amount is much more than that. Don't do it. Of course, if you want to use Amazon with the Prime shipping and you just want it quick, that's fine, but just be aware that this gasket should be really cheap. I'm going to post an Amazon link, but again, it's not the cheapest price around. Now, this is the most trickiest part, how to remove this gasket. There's no real good access to it. So for this, you will need a flat screwdriver and needle nose pliers. And I'm going to demonstrate the technique right now. There's no other way to remove this easily, at least without destroying the gasket. So this is good for also if you want to clean the gasket, not necessarily if it's bad. So if you want to clean the gasket and not destroy it, this is the method. All right, so here's the deal. If you take a look at the gasket, it has a ring around this plastic element. Now, what we need to do is get a little grip to it. So what we need to do is take the flat screwdriver and kind of squeeze it like that. See how it's coming out? Now, as soon as you let go, it just goes back. So we take it out like that and then use the needle pliers to take a hold of it. And then it's hard from this angle. Needle pliers, get a hold of it, and then we can actually use our fingers. And here it is. As you can see, it gets dirty. You do need to clean it from time to time. And just the best way to do it is soak it with some watery soap, and that's about it. I'm gonna do it right now. And then the same way we took it out, we just plop it back in, make sure everything's clean. I see that there's some grind here, so I'm gonna clean it up. You can use a toothbrush to clean all around. And just put this back in the same way it got out. Put the screen back in, right? You see how it sits right like that? And then put back the screw and you're all done. Hopefully this helped you. If it did, please like and subscribe. And if you didn't, just thumb down, but let me know why. And I hope you have a fantastic rest of the day. Thanks for watching. Till next time. Bye.